Welcome back, guys. With our triple attack out the road, our 3-hit combo, it's time that we started looking at our jump kick. So here we need to put in an enum for player state. Need to add in the state jump kick. After we've got that one there done, we need to add in a const int dot the i's and cross the t's, draw width for our jump kick. And that is going to be equal to 113. Okay, let's move on into our update call. Public void update with our game time. Okay, so we're inside our switch statement. So switch, basing itself off state. Had to write that really little because my S was really little. Okay, now we are going to be playing with our current one, which is case player state dot jumping. And inside our player state of jumping, we're going to get some input. So we'll say get input for jump, or we're in jumping, so we're already jumping. We'll say get input for jump kick. So if kick pressed or attack, there we go. If we've just pressed our attack button while we're in the air, then we need to set up our jump kick animation. And that's really all we need to do there. So we're going to set the frame X, frame Y, draw width, draw height, set the state over to jump kick, and that's all. So we're not going to touch anything else in our jumping state. So I'm just going to leave everything else as is, which is going to be blah 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 blah. We're going to be checking for our input at the top of it, and we'll close that one there down. And now what we need to do is look, or not close it down, I should say. We need to break. And look at what we're going to do for our case jump kick. Case player state dot jump kick. Oops, just that one. There we go. What do we do if we are in jump kick? Well, we need to continue the movement of the jump just like we did before. So what's that one? That was update position. We'll just say update jumping movement. Which is going to be the same code that we had in our case jumping anyway, which was jumping position is plus equal to speed, updating our position of the shadow as well as the position of the actual character, making sure our speed gets slowed down because of gravity or speeding up if we're going down, and checking if we've landed. And then constrain to screen and animate jump kick. So the only real thing that changes there is the animate jumping gets changed to animate jump kick. So we're just going to put blah 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 blah, everything else is the same, and then put animate jump kick. Which takes in game time. Now if we are only just changing animate jump kick, why didn't we just put this one here into the animate jumping and then just have a case player state dot jumping, case player state dot jump kick? Well, we'll get into Visual Studio, we'll check that one there out, because there is a reason why I'm separating the two. We'll break that one there off. And let's look at the animation, which we can probably fit on this page here as well. I reckon we can. So we need to put in, well, we're ending off the update there. And hopefully we'll have space. Animation is private void animate jump kick. Using game time. What do we do? Okay, so we do the normal animation-y stuff, which is update frame time, update current frame time, and then we check if we've gone over current frame time bigger than actor.frame rate. So go to next frame. If current frame time bigger than or equal to actor.frame rate. Love this little code, it's fun. Okay, what are we doing in here? Well, we will go ahead and make our frame go to the next one. So frame x plus plus, and finish that one there off. Let's look at what it is. Rightio. So we're down the very bottom. We've only got 3 frames in our jump kick. 0, 1, 2. And if we look at our jump itself, we've got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 animations there. Now our jump kick could happen the next update after we press the jump button, which means we're going to do a kick, yeah, and then we're just going to sit there, and then we're going to land. Because here it takes longer than this animation takes to play than it does for the character to actually land. That's why there's a bit of a delay on the last frame. But here, if we do that, we're just going to be stuck on this last frame here, just kind of with our feet in the air, not ready for a landing. It's going to look kind of strange. So we're going to set it when our animation is finished to go to that frame there, so we can still animate off to a landing. Let's look at how we can do that, which is if frame x is bigger than 2. What do? Well, we set everything up so that we're pointing at that frame that we want to be at, which was set the state back to jumping. State equal to player state dot jumping. And our draw width and draw height and frame X and frame Y all get set here as well, so we can just pretty much tell it set the animation. Set animation for landing. There we go. We close off U, we close off the if statement there. Oh no, we set the draw area in here. Oops. And then if we've done all that, we can close off that and close off the entire method. And that should be everything we need there, is it? No, there is one more thing we need to do, and that is in our draw call. But we'll leave that one there until we get to it. Okay, so let's bring up Visual Studio and start coding this stuff in. So, in our player class, we needed to add in another enum, which was jump kick. I'm not going to put this one at the bottom, I'm going to keep it grouped with jumping. So jump kick. Then we need to change our constants. Well, not change, we need to add in another one. And I'll put this one here just after jump. So jump kick gets changed over to, what was the value I said it was going to be? Where's my notes gone? 113. 100 and hash, 114, 13. There we go. Third time's the charm. We don't need to add in anything else in here, so we can just go straight on down to our jumping state here. Okay, here, and we'll put another region for attack input, and end off that region, because in here is where we could press the attack key in at the start of the jump, which is going to give us what was it? If input helper dot was key pressed keys dot a for attack. Hide you. Then we'll put in if input helper. Why isn't my keyboard responding? Okay, my keyboard decided to not work for a second there. That was kind of strange. Was button pressed, P index for player index, and buttons.x for the attack button. So if we do happen to press that attack button while we are jumping, what do we want to do? Well, we set our state equal to, not double equal to, not checking, it's just, there we go, player state dot jump kick. Our frame X is equal to 0, and our frame Y is equal to, where are we, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we set that one there to 7. Notice how we're not changing the texture? It's because we don't need to, we're already on the right texture. So we'll go back into there. And there was one more thing we need to do here, that was set up our draw width. Draw width equal to draw with jump kick, and we may as well do the entire thing. Draw height equal to draw height normal. And our origin needs to be preset as well. Origin character equal to new vector 2, which is draw width divided by 2 and draw height, just as it is. And that's everything we need to do there. Oh, no, wait, and we need to break. We need to break. Actually, no, we don't want to break. We don't want to break. We still want to continue doing our update, our jumping and falling or rising, and make sure we're constraining onto the screen. And it is going to call animate jumping, which if we go down to that method there for a moment, go to definition, we should actually be okay because we know our frame's not going to be over 5, or actually it could be, and that means we're going to be landing on the very edge of the jump, which is one little thing I'll be touching on later. Everything else there is fine. Let's go back up to where we were. Scrolling right back up. Some of that's fine. We don't need to break out of that one. It can do it. What we do need to do, though, is add in another region here. Region, jump kick. And region, and case, player state dot jump kick. Break. What do we do inside here? Well, we steal a lot of the things we did from jumping. Well, not a lot of the things, nearly everything, and paste it in there. So it's still got to check for landing, and it's still going to check for, well, there's the landing itself, constrained to screen, and we'll put in animate jump kick. Okay, so why did we need to put this one into a separate one? Well, let's think about that. If you go into jumping, and you press the jump kick button, you could land. But what that could give us a problem of is which animate jumping do we want to call. So if we come here, I just lost myself where I was. We could actually put this one here. Case player state dot jump kick. But then we're checking for our input again and again and again in jump kick when we're already jump kicking. So that means we're going to attack, attack, attack. Someone, the player, could just keep on tapping attack as much as they wanted and spam all these jumping flying kicks around the place, which would look kind of strange. I mean, down here we could then just say if we jumping or jump kicking, then we draw the correct animation. But that's still going to give us the problem of they could just be spamming attack, 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 attack. So that's why we keep them separate. We put jumping there and jump kick separately, so if it doesn't take another input, we can't do another kick. We cannot do another kick. Okay, so let's go to fill in our animate jump kick method. Whoops, where are we? I closed that thing. So let's do a cool little find and replace and say animate jump. Let's just say animate jump. There we go. Pops us down to our animate jumping. Why do I want it there? Because it's jumping, we can keep them together. Private void animate jump kick, taking in a game time, calling it GT. Okay, what do we want to do now jumping itself? Well, let's first fix up the animate jump kick and put in everything as normal. Current frame time plus equal to casting over to a float, game time dot elapsed game time dot total seconds. Nothing else I need to write in there. Why did I get lost there for a moment? Then we'll say if current frame time is bigger than or equal to actor dot frame time, Freya time. Good old spelling mistakes, but hooray for IntelliSense for being able to fix them for me so quickly. Current frame time equal to 0. Our frame X gets plus. And now we check if frame X is bigger than 2. What do we want to do? We want to just set ourselves back onto the jumping state and go ahead and make sure we're going to be ready to land. So we'll put state equal to player state dot jumping. Our draw height is equal to draw height normal. Our draw width is equal to draw width jumping, or just jump. Our frame X is equal to, what do we want our frame X and our frame Y to be? Let's take a look, see at those on the sprite sheet. Up. Okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for our Y, and 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 for our X. So 6 and 4. or 4 and 6, if you want to say X first like you probably should. At least that's the way I was taught to do it. And then we need to set our draw area right here. Set draw area. We don't need to call break because we've set up the draw as we need to, all the width and height and the X and Y. We can just draw it itself. And let's press play and see what happens. Make sure we just, well, we'll press play. That'll give us any kind of building errors as well. Waiting for it to build. Build succeeded. Good. It worked. Title screen. Press start and press start to begin the game again. Here we go. Let's move to the bottom. We can jump. Ooh, jump went funky. What's going on with you? Must have done something when I pressed jump. Jumping. What have I done wrong? Let's go back up to jumping. As soon as I pressed jump, it gave me a bit of a problem. But it was working last video. Why did that suddenly stop? Attack input, buttons X. That's setting everything else there. Animate jumping. This isn't very good. Let's run it one more time and see what happens. Well, actually, we'll go into animate jumping and see where that problem was. What happens? Begin game, here, and press jump. Okay, so it's already wrong from the very beginning. It's got a very much bigger draw width than it needs to. It's because there I put jump kick. Whoops. No, wait, that's fine. That's supposed to be jump kick there. Means we haven't reached there. Animate jumping must be set in our idle and walking. Animate jump. Draw with jump. Set draw area. Okay, I'm going to put one here. And go down to jumping and put one there. What happens here? Okay, as soon as you press jump, should be set to 66 for our draw width. Draw width jump is equal to 113. What have I done wrong? You were supposed to be 66. Draw with jump kick is 66. Whoops, 113. And draw with jump is 66. There's another one of these points I'm sure someone saw as I was coding it in and started laughing at me for making a mistake. Well, I didn't pick up on it. But the code should be correct. Let's see. Jump, yeah, jump works fine. Jump kick, jump kick, jump kick. Oh, jump kick, if we look at here, is just not doing the jump itself. So that's kind of strange. Why isn't it doing it properly? It's because of the draw call. So Control F, void draw, so it takes us to the draw method, and here we'll put in player state.jumping, or if state is equal to player state.jump kick. There we go. And we'll run that one. And jumping works fine, and jump kick also does the kick as well. Alright. Now, there's some kind of weird extra blob going on. It's like he's kicking his own ass according to the sprite sheet. What's going on there? How is that happening? Let's go back up to our draw width. Constant, 106. Now, it's not supposed to be 116, it's supposed to be 113. Bah! There we go. Alrighty, that's a nice big jump kick. Jump and kick, jump and kick, jump, kick, jump, kick. Cool, that works. If you tap it really fast, you can kick twice in the air, which is a little strange and wrong and kind of goes against the whole spamming kick thing I sent out before, but there was a different kind of problem with that. It was tapping kick and it would just reset the animation again and again and again. Ooh, jump, kick, kick, kick. I thought it was going to do like 5 kicks in a row there because I tapped kick 5 times, but it's okay to do it this way. I'm going to let it slide. Jump and kick. And as soon as you press kick, if you press kick really fast, he's ready to land. You watch the animation, he's ready to land already. Whereas if you can kind of wait till the tip of the jump, you can land straight like that. Alright, that's our jump kick setup, and that is everything we wanted to cover there. Well, there's one more thing. Here's a little challenge for you guys. Look what we've got wrong with our jump. Well, not wrong, but it's a bit of a constraint we've got. You can move left and right and jump, but if you hold down and press jump, you jump and you land smack bang on the spot, right, like that. Doesn't let you continue the motion of Y or X, or Y up in positive or negative. You can still do sideways, but you can't do ups and downs. See if you can change that one. See if you can figure out how to make it so when you're moving down and press jump, it continues, the shadow can move along the ground and you can still land correctly and the jump should still look okay. I'm not going to code that one in, but it shouldn't be too hard for you. Just think of how it moves along horizontally and you should be okay. That's going to finish off this video here, guys. So according to our total implementation plan, next time, in the next video, we're going to start looking at how we can add in some enemies to use as some target practice and use these attacks we've got. Alright, I'll see you there, guys.